next panel discussion is on the topic of the Alpha generation embracing global opportunities. The Alpha generation embracing global opportunities. I don't know, I'm waiting for Dr. Jindal, but I'd just like to say something that I myself was not, okay, here he is. I myself was not aware about what Alpha generation is, but now that I know it, I owe it to GSL Edu Excellence. Thank you so much. Pratishtha ma'am, thank you. And this session would now be moderating. We have Dr. Jindal will be moderating this next session. Can I have a huge round of applause?
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
I am delighted to see all your brooches on the jacket, I think. I mean, they are so wonderful.
Sir, we are working with various governments, so they are the honors by various prime ministers, presidents.
I mean, you should
because
they are very
I want to tell the Basim F. Ellis, His Excellency, sir, I've been to embassy. He offered me a very marvelous magical tea, and he also pinned my label at that time. So I still remember. So thank you, Your Excellency. See what the regard I get because of people like you. Thank you so much.
I mean, this is particularly nobody noticed it before. In fact, this is me who said it.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. So
yes, make it look very simple. Things are very simple and very beautiful.
So we have set the context right with GSL Edu Excellence and MENTORx that this is the International Summit on Quality Education and Governance, and what more it could be that we have the quality educators sitting with us. So they are the ones who shape the future, who give shape to a nation, who give shape to a vision, and that vision becomes the mission. So thank you so much. Huge round of applause for each one of you. So not to take much time, I would like to start with my panelists. I have one wonderful co-panelist today with me. And ma'am, I would like to start with you. How do you make, I would say, the youth or the students creative?
Thank you so much, Dr. Munish, and a very pleasant evening to this August gathering here. It's been a pleasure listening to all of you, and you know, the way they are listening, so I think our future is really, really bright, because we are not just the teachers, we are the nation builders, and we are going to set the tone for the next generation, and India being the youngest nation, so for sure. And so I would say that future is really bright. So today the question that you asked, that how we keep these youth creative. So Dr. Munish, the thing is that you need to, the way, I mean, my question has been answered by Yashika and Adira. So I think big hand for Reverb and MENTORx, the way they are making youth creative. So this is how we are making them creative. The thing is that you need to involve them. Teaching is not only a teaching, it's not preaching. It is leading by example, and make them the decision makers. The children should not be treated as, small as per their age. They're not. They are, if you read about them, I was just reading a book recently, the name is The Brain, and it's a wonderful book, wherein it's written by Mr. David Eagleman, and he writes that humans are live wired. We are not hardwired. So that is a major difference between other animals and humans. So when a child is born, so many signals are there, so many neurons are there, so they're always active. So what keeps them away? Because at the age of 3 to 8, they say, child is so receptive to all the signals. So you can teach the child minimum 5 languages. Yes. So child is able to receive everything. So what we do, a normal person will be stopping the child, telling that A for apple. Why? Let the child decide. So we should not tell them that A for apple. It's their word. Let them decide right from that age. So I'm a parent like that. So and it has really helped me very well, because I used to read Tell Me Why series to my children, and they picked up things on their own. I used to give them open-ended questions. That's what make them creative. And if we talk about my institution, so I'm heading GBN School in Sector 21D, Faridabad. So it's a very holistic kind of an institution where learning is experiential, and everything is organized by my students. We just watch, we monitor them that they are going the right way. Believe me, Dr. Munish, I'm really proud to say that on 23rd and 24th of August, we conducted our MUN, each and everything, right from pitching to executing, was done by my students, and they did wonderfully well. Everything was in time, nothing got delayed. It was like a symphony. So Dr. Nancy is the witness to that. So she saw everything, that how children were performing there. So this is what we do, that you need to involve them, have faith in them. And there is one more program which I would like to share with you all, because that works very well. So there is one program with all the grades that we have started right from class 2. Students have to speak on a topic and they have to make a PowerPoint presentation on the same. It can be like for class 2, we have started with my hobby, whatever I do with my family, and then the child is speaking over there. So suppose there is a class of 35 sitting, I am a speaker, so each one will be participating. And then the timekeeper is also the student, decision maker is also the whole class. So they are voting. So we are involving them, making them creative, and making them a part of decision making. So this is how we keep them creative. Thank you so much.
This is amazing. And ma'am, I'm amazed how wonderfully summed up. I love this, that why we have set standards ASAP, right? And another thing, I'm amazed how you said they can learn 5. That is why I'm single, but I do have a nephew, he's 11, and he can speak Hindi, Punjabi, English and French. Certain time just to take his test, I just say I don't understand Hindi. Immediately, so I will talk in French, and I'm like, no, I literally don't understand. But I'm amazed how at such a young age he can speak 4 languages, and I can speak 3, and I come across people who can only speak 2. So this is wonderful, and this is what is required. Thank you so much. And then continuing with that, I would love to go to this Anita Prakash ma'am, as I asked ma'am that what are the creative things that for the youth. Same, continuing with that, what are the practices you follow to make school creative?
Yeah, like our school is a missionary run school, and the motto of our school is always more and always better. And we are proud ex-CS, and I have 3 of my ex-students here whom I have already taught, and Nancy Juneza is one of them. A big applaud for her. So our school, we do have a discipline and moral values are there for sure, being a convent school. But yes, kids are quite open to the latest technology of AI and all. They are quite, even if you go to the classrooms, we have open mic system where students are quite free to come up and ask any kind of questions, any kind of discussions. We have regular MUNs in the school where each and every child, most of them get opportunity, and it's at a good level. And our students have also gone to Delhi University and won number of prizes out there. So it's a big thing, like of course, being a product of the school, teaching there for last 32 years, it's a big achievement. I really feel proud.
Wonderful. So I'm so glad. Ma'am, those are the creative lists you have counted, so many things. Someone asked me a question that Dr. Jindal, if you have to relive your life, what things you would change? I said that nothing, I have a wonderful life. But now listening from you, I really want to live in this era when there are so many things happening in the schools. Yes, ma'am. Because in my time, there was only like, the homework is there. Study in the classroom, go home, do the homework. Mom will only allow to watch the TV if you have finished your homework. Right? So that was the only thing we used to do.
Ample amount of things going on in the school.
Wonderful.
Really. It's working down the memory lane. Really.
That's really.
I will add here, Dr. Munish. Divyanshu jab chota tha, so phonetics, of course, we use. So I asked him to spell Coke. Yeah. Oh, come on, just half a line. Nahi, aise bhi sunega. And he said, C-O-K. And Puneet was, ये तो गलत बोल रहा है. I said, ठीक तो बोल रहा है. C-O-K is Coke. So I support you, ma'am, and I think yes, that is really right.
Amazing. Wonderful. So, taking forward the legacy, I have wonderful Dr. Ravi Kumar on my right. So, Dr. Saab, you are a big name in the education fraternity, and as we have already discussed about the creativity part, what do you think what is required in this 21st century to take the youth forward? As we all talk about education, yes, you all are giving your best already, right? Ample amount of work is being done. But what you think should be done on a on a more different side or a unique side, that is in the favor of the youth?
Thank you. I just think I have to improve and I have to implement in 21st century the culture. And everybody is talking about the education quality of education. Ma'am has said everybody, schools, teachers, first we have to change this kind of things. And in 21st century, the culture of our youth and era generation are getting down by down because of social media like Facebook, like Instagram. First, we have to stop this kind of things. We manipulate Facebook, Instagram and other social media only for education. Whenever these kind of things are not implemented, our culture is getting laid down by down. So this is my point of view for this.
Thank you, sir. That's commendable, and I'm totally in sync with the vision of the sir. That though I won't say that we don't need Facebooks, Instagrams, it is required because the era we are getting towards, we cannot survive. But they should be the medium of networking and knowledge. This, if we make sure that they become the a medium of knowledge and networking, this civilization would prosper, right? I feel sometimes, so happy that I'm not born in this era of Facebooks, though I've gradually adopted. Now certain times people ask me, Dr. Jindal, we don't see you on your Facebook, but we do see you on others. I say I've totally left it. For me, I love this real interaction. Even now if someone invites me for a webinar, I refuse. I say, meet me here, in person. The kind of interaction we have in person, the kind of knowledge, idea exchange like we are doing, there can be no medium better than that. So I'm totally in sync with you, Dr. Ravi. Thank you for sharing your insights. So Arvind, Tuli sir. Thank you, first of all, your observation and the compliments. So this is, I say, the observation is required. That is what is missing in the era of instant gratification. People, the youth especially, for whom we are talking, they're so much into instant gratification that they just want to showcase there and they forget the observation part. What, as per you, we can do to make them more observant?
Hi, good evening all. You know, the life is actually very simple. This simplicity is what we have actually forgone. Education, if you were to take education as education verbatim, even though you or we all are striving to do better in education, I would want to ask all, are we actually going for education? No. If we are going for education, the problems should decrease. With each passing day, no matter how much education we are achieving, the problems are exponentially increasing. The reason is that we have confused the basic existence of education. I tell people to make the things very simple. It is 1, it is 2, and it is 3. We cannot jump from 1 to 10 in one go. I've been an educationist since last more than 30 years. Before that, I had run my industry. And believe you me, having done my master's in tool engineering, I exponentially got into manufacturing of machines, which each machine quantified into using at least 6 technologies. Maybe 90% of you may not understand. You know, when you design a machine, each of the machine manufacturing requires a mechanical part of it. It may require the pneumatics, it may require hydraulics, it may require, definitely it would require electronics and electrical for sure. Without any of the thing lagging, you will not be able to create the whole impetus. Now this is true for even organizing what you're doing today. What Nancy, listen to me. Don't go out of focus. So if you conduct a program like this, lot of energies are required which have to be coherently worked on. Now the thing is that all of us are forgetting the simplicity of existence. If we actually design in a very simple way and let not people understand that the thing has to be achieved just for success, the things are better designed and better achievable.
Wow, wow.
Now all of us are actually trying to excel. Excellence is not required. The simplicity is required. Make the thing very simple. Let all of us be of helping nature to all. People are just trying to compete. That thing is not required. My daughter just came back from Japan yesterday and she was stunned by just staying there for 8 days. She said, Dad, just see the society. They are so simple. Even they don't know English, but they want to reach you to help you. The moment you land at the airport, they would want to come and reach out to you and help you. But go to IGI airport and just leave your bag there. You just look at this and your bag is gone. So where is education? We are lagging in education, believe you me. And that is the reason why we are failing. Because we have by default complicated it. Now that is one aspect. Second is, all of the teachers here are so much worked on that they are not able to even look into themselves. They don't have even time to look into themselves because the course curriculum itna rigorous bana diya hai. The course curriculum is so much rigorous that they don't have a breathing time. If you don't give breathing time to the people who are cultivating education, the effect is gone. So you have to make the things very simple. The more the things are simple, the more the result is better. So why I mentioned about my manufacturing machines is because even though I was from a mechanical side, mechanical also tool manufacturing, I was able to do applied manufacturing machines for so many industries. I manufactured machines for Maruti Udyog, I did machines for Tata, and few of our machines were such that they were the end of line testing machines. For example, the locks, before they are dispatched, were to be inspected by my machines that they were capable of putting into the car or not. We were owing to Daewoo Motors. So because my pinto mind is very simple. Do one thing at a time. So when I have a perception of doing one thing at a time, things makes very simple. So these things can be followed in every realm of the society, even in education. And it must be followed. Now government is wanting to bring in RTI. The RTI will not function if you do not think why it has to be done.
Yes, that's true.
99% of the system, the educationists or the governing bodies will not want to follow it because they have to let go their nurseries. These nurseries are the milking cows. So where is the quality?
I totally agree. I agree on certain things with you, Tuli sir. That I totally agree. See, I always say, even if anyone who would Google Dr. Munish, and if you ever get to listen any of my keynote, always say we should be living in the era of coordination, not in the era of competition. That in my times, in the school, they made me compete with my friends. Hide your notebook. They shouldn't copy your notes. The moment I was out of the school and the university life, they said your network is net worth. I said you made me compete with the ones whom I had to network with. They are my buddies, right? So I agree. And there are few dynamics when you're talking about Japan, right? Japan is the most advanced nation in the world. In one terms, their trains are runs in seconds. We are not able to run it in, but still, I am Australian resident. I've been offered their green card, been offered a package of 60 lakhs 20 years ago. I rejected everything, and I say I love to be in Bharat. I'm very proud. We're a dynamic nation. We hold 20% of the population of the world. 200 countries in the world. One country out of those 200 holding 20% population of the world. That's big. 1/5 population is held by India. Then we have different status, right? So things are, earlier I was of your thinking when I came back to Australia, that why India is like this. But when I studied our civilizations, they say there are so many answers in your history, in your literature. We should always link history and literature. Then I see that India is a land of dynamism. We have different cultures. Every 14 kilometers they say a dialect, language and a food, everything changes in India. Right? Yes, Japan could be a role model. we have lots to learn from them. But still, I say I'm very proud of India, and I'm very proud of all the educators sitting here. As you said, they are overworked. I agree. I was just discussing with the ma'am sitting here, and that ma'am, you are getting fat paychecks, and they are doing ma'am to ma'am. Can you raise your hand just? Yes. Manika, ma'am, your life is beautiful. That everyone say ma'am to you and a fat paycheck. And then she said, you come to school, then I tell you how overworked the principal is. It's the grass is on the greener side. But thank you for your beautiful insights. I really loved it, and someday I would love to have a one-on-one session in a bigger way, maybe in another deliberation, or just together, both of us, we will do a session. Great. So thank you so much for your time today. And taking it forward towards...
Dr. Munish,
yes,
may I intervene? मैं ये कहती हूँ, एजुकेशन देखने से नहीं आएगी, पढ़ने से नहीं आएगी, एजुकेशन अपने घर से आती है. So we are responsible for our families, our society. And I am very proud to say that even my dad was a diplomat, पर मुझे अपने कमरे का वॉशरूम तक खुद साफ करना होता था.
I do it daily.
So प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि हम ब्लेम नहीं कर सकते. प्रॉब्लम ये है कि हमें खुद वो करना है, और प्रॉब्लम्स बढ़ रही हैं अनडाउटेडली. पर द क्वेश्चन इज, ये लोग कितनी मेहनत कर रहे हैं. I used to work for 18 to 20 hours a day when I was the principal. पर सिर्फ हम लोगों से कुछ नहीं होगा. हमें गवर्नमेंट का साथ नहीं मिलता, हमें ब्यूरोक्रेसी का साथ नहीं मिलता, हमें वक्त पे मैनेजमेंट का साथ नहीं मिलता. सो हम अकेले नहीं कर सकते. आप जैसे लोग हमारी मदद करिए. We can be the change makers. We have been the change makers in our own very small, special way.
Wonderful.
So please be with us if you want to see that change.
Wonderful. Yes, sure. Quickly.
So with your permission, I would like to add one thing here. As Sir said, I agree with him that, Japan is a wonderful country. Why not? So we are all talking about collaboration. It's not about competition. So even I was so surprised when I saw there are no trash bins there. So after that, when I came to school, I told my children that we need to make our school cleanest, because that is how each one of you have to be the change maker. Do not wait for the government to do something. Do it yourself. So ma'am, I would like to tell that in my school, each and every child is bringing a trash bag, which is made up of recycled things. It can be your old pencil pouch, or it can be old cloth bag. So my trash, my belonging. They take it home. And it has worked wonders, dear educators.
Exactly,
you can also
what,
start.
That's exactly what.
When I enter the classes, so everybody knows that ma'am is going to ask. They will take out their trash bags. So I've kept one trophy, the cleanest class trophy. So monthly we give, and it has really worked wonders. It's been 1 year. 1 year, I would say that 40% result I could see. Excellent. It's not yet 100%, because as ma'am said, I truly agree with that. Parents also need to be integrated into that. So we are trying to knit them into school's fabric.
Exactly.
So we keep calling them. There is one program called Parvarish, wherein all parents do come, and then we sensitize them. So then we call grandparents also, and this thing has to go here. India used to be such a clean country, but in between there are many things which is really distorted things the way they were. And as Dr. Jindal was saying, that we need to learn about our scriptures. Yes, we should, because we are a very rich country. When I went to Germany, I got to know that they have more number of Sanskrit scholars than
Absolutely.
India.
That is what I was just saying.
So sir, I'll tell you, I know German. I'm a postgraduate in German as well, along with chemistry. I'm a postgraduate in German as well. But I decided that I'm going to learn Sanskrit. I'm learning. So I have completed one chapter yet, but this is my thing that I will learn.
It is the only binary language of the world.
Yes.
Sanskrit is the only binary
Computer
language.
understands Sanskrit only.
Yes.
So that's why I agree with him that we need to be rooted where we are. Still, we have to take best practices of everyone, and we should share on this stage. If you agree one thing, maybe that is not related to it, but it is very creative. Last week, I was in a conference, which was national level conference. So there was one gentleman who was from a primary school of Rajasthan. So what a takeaway, since it's, all of you educators are here, all of us can practice that. He said, I was struggling with the bags of the students, that they were very heavy. What an innovative idea he gave. This is known as creativity. He said, 1 month, 1 book. Isn't it amazing? I said, how? So the syllabus for 1 month, all 5 subjects integrated into one book. Child is bringing one book every day. Amazing. He deserves a big round of applause. I think we must applaud this man who's from a very anonymous kind of a government school, and he's in a primary school. But what an idea. So this is creativity.
So this is
Mr.
being
Jindal.
simple. So make the things very simple. The moment you make the things simple, it would, yeah, that's what it is.
I would like
Wonderful.
to add on, Mr. Jindal, a small thing,
Yes, please.
experience in the school. Like she knows about it, she's an ex-student of ours. In our school, we have around 3,000 children. During the break time, it's a convent school. So, discipline, as all of you know, number one, of course, for sure, and cleanliness. The day, like in the morning, the condition of the school, you see, absolutely spick and span. 3,000 children come down for their break time. After the lunch, you won't find a single dropping out there. Reason being, first of all, foils are banned, polythenes are banned. Whatever way you have to get in your tiffin, you get it. And they will not drop a single thing on the ground. And the ground, the moment at 11:25, the bell is out. It is spick and span. Nancy is the witness to that.
Wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's a really wonderful, ma'am. See how beautifully we are coming. I just spoke with, as of now, just with 4 panelists. Another 4 I'm going to speak. But such wonderful ideas are coming. So here I would request each one of you, even all the educators, that let's coordinate. In the sense, you all principals, start coordinating with each other. I tell you, I'm a scientist. How many of you know hoverboards? I'm the one who has launched hoverboards. Now we have made a folding scooter that fold a scooter, carry it like a laptop in your hand. Anytime unfold it, ride it. 10 years ago, could we envision that? That you are riding your scooter, a Vespa or an Activa. You can make it so tiny, you can fold it and carry like a laptop in your hand. So then I say to my students that imagine you can take out your phone, call Mukesh Ambani, Ratan Tata, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, ki Mukesh, I have this urgent work. Just do it for me, right? Why I'm saying this now, if I have some work, I can say, Kavita ma'am, I have this work in Gurgaon. I'm in Bangalore, please do this. Or if I have some work maybe internationally, I can even call upon His Excellency, that His Excellency, I need this favor. Or even now, you guys have become my friends, I can seek the favors, right? How? Cause I'm connected, I'm coordinating with each other. So that is what I tell to students, why I took these names of Mark Zuckerberg and all, these students, they have to surpass them in the future. They gonna the one. So you could be on the speed dial of each other. Now imagine if today we connected 200 schools. If each one of you start sharing one new initiative with each other. कि मेरे school में ये होता है, मेरे में होता है. Imagine immediately, just by tomorrow you can have 10 different initiatives. And the best part is you don't need manpower. Your students will implement it, right? They will implement it. How beautifully you can transform the scenario and how beautifully you can make them the responsible, I would say, the youth in the upcoming times. In our times, though, our teachers could have slap us, and we could never. And today you slap, and the parents will come. I know that how the times have changed. No, I have my nephew. I tell teachers, you want to beat him, slap him, do whatever, but keep him a man enough, right? So, but these initiatives, this coordination is much necessary. So this is, I would say, a call from my side and from Kavita ma'am's side, from GSL Edu Excellence and MentorX, that please start coordinating and make it possible, and so that we all come on the same page. Just a sec, Himani, is everything good? Okay, you look lost. What time your flight is? You have time? So after 15 minutes, we do it. So she looks after the tech of my 3 companies, Lucrate Ventures, MentorX, and HoverRobotix. She has a flight to go. So now moving forward with the panel, I will head towards Preety Sharma ma'am. Ma'am, we have deliberated a lot, and coming to this part itself, and we have talked about creativity, we have talked about observation, we have talked about innovation, we have talked about coordination. I would love to ask you, where is the missing link you think in the global opportunities for us?
I would say, first of all, patience. This is why we all are sitting here, because I have been here since morning, right? So what creativity and other aspects of education requires patience also. We all are principals, we all are teachers, and I'm so, so proud of you from the people from this fraternity, because we all need the kind of patience which is required. Why I am saying? Because sitting on a chair is just having an idea that multiple, because it is the 360 degree, I will say, don't mind me saying that, 360 degree attack. Attack in a sense, because we have to see many aspects from parents' concern, we have communities, then again, when we are talking about globalization, then again we need to think about the system we are going to have for our institution, whether it will suit my parents, whether it will suit my community or not, what will be the impact. Even about the policies, those run for 5 years, 2 years, the government policies, like the ma'am said, that we need support, we need cooperation from the government, because yes, there are many ifs and buts. Like sir said, we need to make it simple. Our students are, because the role have been replaced. Earlier it was gurus and acharyas, then there are teachers. Now the time is, teachers has taken a back seat. The word has come, facilitators. And I don't know, but the importance of the teachers and the principals will not decrease in future as well, because our students need guidance as well. They need that filter which is required. Though freedom is the kind of freedom we want to give them, definitely they should get, but they should also be taught that it should be simple, it should not be complicated. They are not being judged, because we are in the spotlight these days. Everybody is talking about everything, and our student knows before we know about it. So I would, because there are many take-ups, so my take-up for our education system is patience.
Wow.
Maybe a child is learning.
What we are doing is actually something which is typically can be copied. And anything which can be copied, the time is not far off when you would have robots taking your place.
Exactly.
Believe you me, you would have a principal on the seat of the principal would be a robot. And the management would say, do this is the program for the day, 8 hours, you do it. You would have all the teachers as robots, more refined, more diplomatic, more beautiful, more cultured.
So, but here
if
I
you,
would like
if you
to
don't
add,
say that you
would
can't
like
be
to
civil.
add here.
But I'm telling you, this time is going to come. Industries, people who say it can never happen. No, you have industries with robots.
I
Jobs
agree
are
with
going
you.
off. So the earlier you realize this, that simplicity is the only way, the position will be permanent.
And this has come from the observation, because we all know that the after effects of AI. We are struggling. Our student cannot sit on floor. If you ask them,
I agree with you, ma'am, in some way. But being a scientist myself, I always say, just remember one thing in terms: uranium put in a nuclear reactor can power entire nation. Same uranium put in a bomb can wipe up the entire nation.
Exactly.
So it's up to us how we take technology.
So that perception needs to be inculcated within the system.
Yes, but I am personally in the favor of AI. Okay, as you raised the point of robots.
Definitely, I am not against
No,
AI.
I'm just saying why.
I just want to say because there is a very thin line. Like we have been listening since
That is
morning.
everywhere. I tell you, we've just faced a bio pandemic. There is a thin line. Same
because
bio
on the-
cures us. Same bio put
Exactly.
the entire human race inside
Because
the lungs.
on the same stage, we all are having same different thought processes.
There is
Bam
another one coming in 2028. I'm telling you. Wait and watch.
What is coming?
So, but we take it forward because I have another
sure,
panelist to
sure,
cover,
sure.
and we have another panelist waiting
But
down
again, once again, thank you, Dr. Nancy and Dr. Mago, for inviting us over here. Thank you so much.
there. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for throwing the light that how if simplicity can create a better world. And so carrying forward this to Kavita, ma'am. So we have talked simplicity, observation, creativity, innovation. How you think we can embrace global opportunities?
First of all, thank you very much. I would like to say that listening is very much important. This has been taught by my father only. One day I went to him and said,
Papa, I didn't get a chance to give answer in the class. My father asked me, why? Because all the bright students, they have raised their hands and ma'am was asking the answers, taking the answers from them. So I couldn't get the chance. So what you were doing? Nothing, Papa, I was just listening to them. My father told me one thing very simply. A good listener can only become a good speaker. So this quality you must have. And I do agree with my other fellow members also that yes, we have to be little simple. The school which I am heading, it is in a rural area where the students, they are coming from a very rich and affluent background. They are coming in Fortuner driving it. But in fact, they are lacking in the, basic courtesy. They do not know even how to speak. So the moment I have taken the responsibility to the principal, the very first parent, he's challenged me, you being a young lady, what do you know about our rural culture? We are boojers. We can send you in a day or so. I said, sir, I will be waiting for that day. But mark my words, I will not leave this place no matter what challenge will come to me. So I have changed my entire learning. I have unlearned it. Then I have started learning and I adapt their culture and make them learn gradually my things also. And that's how.
Were you able to learn the language?
Yes.
The dialect, not the language. Dialect.
Yes.
Dialect is the right word.
Yes.
Wonderful.
It is there. It is there. And
That's indeed great.
I have completed more than a year in that same school. And the parents, they proudly say, we salute to you, Kavita ma'am, that you have taken care of our students and you have
Say it
taught
in their
them.
language. Say it in their dialect. Say this in their dialect. I would want to hear that.
बढ़िया क्या लाली तूने हमारे बालकों को पढ़ना लिखना सिखा दिया समझ गए वो
Great. So let's have a huge round of applause for Kavita ma'am. So this she is the live wire example of courage. That there are times where we need courage in ourselves. And the courage is not that it's gonna come from somewhere outside, or courage is not gonna come with the swords or the guns. Courage comes from within. So thank you, Kavita ma'am, for being such an inspiration and proving us the value of courage, that how with the courage we can change, and you are the role model for the generations to come.
What is this? Sorry, sir. Sorry to
Yes.
interrupt. You know what is this? This is do as the Romans did. So what you did is actually what the Romans used to do when used to go and enact, take over some country or some place. So this is the right way to do it. Excellent.
But whenever you will hear from me, I agree with you. But I always say, do as the Indians do. I don't know any other country. I don't know any other country in the world beyond India. Yes, you want to go to any other country, come to Kavita Munga ma'am. She will send you to any country in the world you want, right? But yes, proud Bharat.
I would like
Wow.
That is what I was looking for to ask you, ma'am. Yes.
Wow. Wonderful. So super great. So carrying forward this to Sonia ma'am. So we have deliberated a lot now about everything. So what is your perspective providing international exposure to the youth today?
So thank you for that beautiful question. So actually we are living in a global world, and the times that we are facing in the education industry is the biggest disruption that we have seen. AI coming in, technology paving its way into education sector. And post-COVID, there is so much that has happened to education industry. Initially, there was a, I'm so sorry, I'll take my words back, in the education sector. So when we talk about globalization, technology has a huge role to play. It has opened the entire world to our students. So now, considering that children have access to internet and everything is at their disposal at the click of a button. So I would say that the positive thing about this time is when I was a student, if my physics teacher was not good enough to explain me the abstract concept, I never loved that subject. But children these days are, blessed in the sense that there is a physics wala. If their classroom teacher is not capable enough to help them, they can go anywhere on the internet and they can get that quality education. So education, this technology has opened the entire Pandora to them, where they have access not only to global resources given by the
Mentors
teacher.
and educators like you, right? Now there is a, you can say now there is a knowledge about every medicine available. But why do we need a doctor to tell us
Yes.
whether that medicine is suitable for us or not? So you are these doctors for the
Yes.
youth in terms of education. So thank you.
So
Before
just one
yes.
last thing, like it's not that the children were left in the early times, the children were not taking guidance from anyone. There were books, there were libraries, there were parents, there were grandparents. What if now one more mentor AI is added? Why are we making so much hue and cry about it? It's just that one more guide, one more co-pilot is being added to their kitty to
Yes.
take guidance. So why are we, so much bogged about it? So we should take it very simply
reason
and simply add it as a friend.
reason
that's
behind
it.
that is we are not adapting it fully.
Yes.
We ourselves are not understanding, because I'm a scientist.
Yeah.
I understand that side. So we are not understanding it fully ourselves. When we are not understanding it fully, we are not able to implement. That is why we're resisting
Yes,
it.
yes.
So thank you. But before taking it forward, I can see a little stress on Himani's face. Quickly want to honor her because she has a flight. So I'm coming back to you, ma'am. But quickly, Himani, come on the stage. Dr. Nancy, Dr. Kavita, just she has a flight. I can see stress building. Your Excellency, if I can request you quickly, just for 1 minute. Breaking the protocol in between the panel, but we have to do it because she has a flight. So Himani is again, she's still a student, young, but imagine at such age, she's managing the tech of 3 companies: HoverRobotix, Lucrate Ventures, and MENTORx. So we are very proud. All the panelists, if you can join us as well. Thank you so much. Himani, you can move. One diary should be passed on to Himani. Thank you. Let's have seats. Your Excellency, thank you. Please move on. And we continue with the panel. And so we have deliberated beautifully till now. We have covered almost everything. But I would now love to know from Priya Gambhir, ma'am. Priya Mathur, okay. I don't know why they mentioned Gambhir here. Maybe your nature might be little Gambhir. Huh? Is it?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? All right. Wonderful. So we have wonderful Priya Mathur, ma'am. And so, ma'am, I would really love that if you can sum it up all together, that what do you think, what is the requirement of today's youth? And let's sum it up there.
See, the topic which is not touched as such here is that we are going behind in the moral values of the students. We are all talking about education. Of course, we all are educationists, so we are there to educate them. But moral value is a very important part in everybody's life. So I always tell my students that be a good human being. I don't care you score whatever marks. Because people know me for my nature. The way I will talk to them, the way I will behave. What qualification I hold, that comes much after. Because if I am not talking to them properly, I am not courteous towards somebody, then the first vibe which we get, lot of attitude, leave it. We all have our attitude, we all have something in life to be proud of, but it should be down to earth. And no matter what you become in life, your teacher will always remain a teacher. Whether you become a prime minister, you become the governor, your teacher will be a teacher, and you have to bend your head towards the teacher.
Wow, Priya ma'am. Thank you for saying this. This reminded me, I will quickly want to mention one incident, what happened. Like now, whatever place I am, the credit goes to obviously my teachers. So I was a chief guest with one of my professor. Professor was the jury, I was the chief guest. So as I entered, it was a huge round of applause. Dr. Jindal, I touched his feet. He stopped me midway. Okay, Dr. Jindal, not here, you're the chief. I said, whatever, if I'm a chief guest, I'm because of you. If I have become a chief guest, I've become because of you. You should be proud of me. Let me touch your feet. Then on the stage, I touched his feet and he swelled with the pride that my student, I said, you should announce here that he's my student and I taught him that is how he has reached here. So yes, ma'am, a teacher will always be a teacher.
The similar incident took place in my school when I was sitting on my seat and my ex-principal, my school principal came and he said in front of me, I could not sit on the other side of the table. That was the respect which I wanted to give him because it was just beyond me to sit on the other side of the table.
So this is what is required to be inculcated in today's generation. That
Yes,
what is
Jindal
the
sir, I would like
yes,
to
ma'am,
add a
please,
small instance.
please.
Like I'm an ex-student of the same school where I'm teaching now. So when I started teaching, my staff room teachers were my teachers earlier, class teachers. And the moment I entered the staff room, I could not step ahead. I was so scared. How can I face and sit in the same staff room with the teachers who have taught me? And at present, our school has the policy. We take the students, most of them, yes, according to the caliber for sure, the ones who are the ex-students.
Wow.
Because they know the moral values of the school and all. They know the scenario, they know the atmosphere. And now I have the students whom I have taught are working with me as co-workers.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you. So we wind up this panel here. I'm so grateful to all my co-panelists for being here and for wonderful deliberations. Thank you so much for letting me have a room as a moderator, though I don't know much. I'm still learning, and thank you for you all being that guiding force and the inspiration for all of us. And I would request Kavita Monga ma'am to come on the stage. And are the mementos for everyone ready?
Remember to be simple, and as Indians, we are simple at heart.
If
And
they're
I
ready,
really appreciate that.
If they're ready, then we will honor now, otherwise later. Later? Okay. So what we're doing, thank you, we're winding the panel. And thank you, ma'am, we're doing the honors later, in maybe after that. We are having group picture, you come. I request Pratishtha, Dr. Nancy, and His Excellency, yes, for a photo op, if you can come on the stage, please, for us. And Ayushi as well. Ayushi, you two please come on the stage. And if I can see Dr. Nancy here anywhere. Okay, no problem.
Few moments back, we're very thankful to all the panelists for their insights. Thank you so very much.
We are quickly heading towards our guest, his chief guest, His Excellency's talk. We would love you to deliberate. I would request His Excellency Bezem Feles from the Embassy of Palestine to enlighten us with his words of wisdom. It's a moment of pride for all of us that His Excellency himself is here. His Excellency, you're comfortable there?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Meri Behano or Pahyo Sabko Namaste.
क्या बात है?
Good afternoon, everybody, my sister and my brothers. Thanks to organizers. Thanks to Dr. Nancy and Dr. Munish and Dr. Kavita Munga for inviting me to this celebration and this event. We are talking about this event, about this conference. It is timing with Teachers' Day. If we are talking about education and how we improve education and continue work to achieving our goals, teacher, it is not just learning us at school, and it is from the beginning. The first teacher is our parents, our fathers and mothers. We in Palestine have a very good experience about schools and education and university, and it related with India. Also, was many Palestinian students studied in India and take a very high education and transmission their experience to our Arab country and to Palestine. My experience every time I am learning, not time and no age to learning more, and from the beginning till the end, every time we are learning. There is no age and no time. India has a big experience for education and study. it is a big country, it has a big civilizations, many states, many people, and it is developing every time, every moment. We have a strong relation between Palestinian people and Indian people, long history. India every time support Palestine and transfer all the experience. I want to take your experience also to my Arab countries and to my homeland, Palestine. I hope your conference achieve the goals and succeed. And congratulations to all achiever, and all of you deserve award. Every time we are learning from India and from this experience. Doctor, you are now talking about some poet about education and how we can every time respect teachers. And there is an Arabic poet, this is قم للمعلم وافه التبجيل كاد المعلم أن يكون رسولا. This is mean in English, the teacher it's same as the prophets. He has a strong message and important message to people. Thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you very much.
Absolutely. What a beautiful, beautiful line you said that, sir. That a teacher is equivalent to a prophet. Wow, beautifully said. A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for His Excellency Bassem F. Hellis from the Embassy of Palestine. So grateful and honored for your presence here, and we would like to present you with a small token of gratitude, sir. Thank you so much for coming here and making this event even more successful with your presence, sir. Dr. Nancy, may we have you on the stage, please? Dr. Nancy Juneja, can we have you on the stage? So all of our organizers presenting this small memento. Thank you so much, His Excellency. So again, a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Just a few mementos.
mention the name of Dr. Ayush Arora, who had a very major surgery because he broke his back, and he has been my right hand. He has been my student, worked with me in the school and now assisting me here. So इन्होंने बेल्ट पहनी हुई है और डॉक्टर मुनीश ने हाथ लगाया and he said तुम आयरन मैन बन गए हो. So yeah, a big round of applause for this sweet child of mine. Yeah.
We don't think he's
Happy birthday to you. मैंने मॉर्निंग में विश किया था.
A huge round of applause for Ayush sir. Ayush sir, we wouldn't have been here had it not been for you. Thank you so much for being the spine of this entire event. Thank you so much, Ayush sir. A huge round of applause. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, one more time.
Though of course I thank all my team, and you all have been doing a great job. But believe me, without Ayush, I at times मैंने कुछ इसके लिए शायरी 2 शब्द बोले मुझे जो याद भी नहीं. मैंने कहा तुम्हें पता नहीं कहाँ ढूंढती हूँ फिजाओं में, तुम्हारे बगैर मेरा काम चलता नहीं.
क्या
तो बेटे हों और स्टूडेंट्स हों तो ऐसे हों, और बच्चे हों तो ऐसे हों, और यही हमारी कमाई है.
क्या बात.
Thank you.
So for today we had a very wonderful coverage. We are doing just wonderful coverage by Suneet Narula ji. So today, see whatever the show you have seen, tomorrow you gonna all be in the limelight cause of this person. So we are just quickly honoring Suneet Narula ji. Aye please.
So ladies and gentlemen, we have
Quickly love to have DK Dhingra ma'am and Anshumali sir as well on the stage. DK Dhingra ma'am and Anshumali sir. Please, Jazz ji, the celebrity Jazz. Keep naming the more awardees, please.
Yes, I'm just waiting for the names to be given to me. Munish, you call me celebrity. I am not the celebrity. I'm just an anchor. I'm just an anchor who has the opportunity to anchor such prestigious events.
Any rude or offending to anyone, His Excellency might be leaving soon. First, I'm requesting all the principals whom we haven't honored, please come forward yourself. Let us honor you first. Then we go forward with the awards and all. So it's a humble request. Please come forward because His Excellency is short on time. So it's a folded hand request. Dr. Sarita Dhankani. Shall we say with the awards for the today are done, right? Anji ma'am.
GSL team, in or out, come quickly. Quickly, run up on the stage.
The entire GSL Edu Excellence team whom we couldn't have done this.
बाहर से बुला के आओ.
It's always a teamwork. And this team has performed incredibly.
I would request Dr. Rao as well to come on the stage, please, to do the honoring of the GSL team.
Please, एक बार हमारी टीम के लिए जोरदार तालियां बजा दीजिएगा. They've been burning.
Please come.
Pratishtha ma'am. They've been burning the midnight oil.
Can you call Divyanshu Monga?
Divyanshu sir.
I don't know where is he.
Divyanshu sir, wherever you are.
He's left for the day. Great, another event for him. Okay. Come, quick, bacha.
I
will begin with Dr. Kalam's quote, dream, dream, dream. Dreams transform into thoughts, and thoughts result in action. And all the people here on the stage, they are the ones who dream big. That is the reason you have been able to do an event of this level. I have learned a lot. I have jotted down so many points which I'm going to implement, and next time for sure I will steal some more time to share my thoughts. So a very big congratulations. My thoughts are that whenever we are celebrating Teachers' Day, this is the kind of interchange of ideas that should happen. And this should be more frequent in our country so that everyone gets enlightenment. And enriching sessions like these, they are like, you had such a wonderful layout of food outside. So it was a feast for the palate. But the whole day, it was a feast